find out how they make food to serve many middle schools. They make their food homemade every day with fresh ingredients from local farmers. This is the Apple Cafe.
What's happening at Rock Lake Middle School? Whether it's happening inside the campus or outside, this is Rock Lake News.
Hello, and thanks for watching the Raider Week in Review. I'm Tess Trimble, and here's what happened this week at The Rock. September 16, 2016. Today, students and staff are wearing red, white, and blue for Constitution Day. The day honors the signing of one of the most influential documents in history. The United States Constitution was signed on September 17, 1987.
It's important because what happened with our founders, and those were some of the original people, the 13 colonies came, they wanted to make sure that we had an agreement as a country to ensure the equal rights for everyone, that people were able to roam freely, that they were going to get certain services and protections from the country, and to guarantee that, they felt like they needed this document in place to help us to structure our government so it would be fair, and then to make sure that it included rights to protect people and to grant them the freedoms that they wanted.
Thursday was Global Collaboration Day, and Rock Lake's leadership students enjoying a new partnership with some of their peers on the other side of the world. Our students here are now virtually connected with students in Pakistan through the organization iEarn.
Rock Lake has engaged in a partnership with iEarn.org, which is an organization that works worldwide to try to connect classrooms virtually in different countries on different topics. And
38,000 member schools across the world and puts people in touch with one another. There can be video conferences with students all over the world. Think about how powerful a lesson would be. Let's say, for example, you're learning about World War II history. During World War II, the United States and Japan were not allies. We are now current day allies, but at the time we were not. Think about how interesting it would be after learning about the U.S. perspective in World War II and then video conferencing with a class in Japan to hear what they thought about the whole issue. So that I think that would be very, very interesting and powerful and engaging to a class.
Last Sunday was Patriot Day, marking 15 years since the 9/11 terrorist attacks. Our third period students, Madison and Shayna, with the help of our TV advisor, Miss Leviquich, had some thoughts and memories from the Rock Lake teachers.
Last Sunday marked 15 years since the September 11th attacks on the United States. We talked to many of Rock Lake's teachers who say they remember the day as if it were yesterday.
On 9/11, I was actually at a study group, and there were probably 8 or 9 of us there. And somebody got a text from someone about what was happening, and we turned the television on. And I just remember that everybody was silent.
Stories of 9/11. I happened to live in Washington, D.C. at the time of 9/11. I was working in Tyson's Corner. We lived about 3 miles from the Pentagon, and I was on the phone with my wife when the plane hit the Pentagon, and it actually shook our house and made it sound or feel like there was an earthquake.
Ms. Singer says she was on a plane at the time of the attacks.
I didn't know it happened until I actually landed in Tallahassee and they had it on the news in the airport.
While students at Rock Lake had not even been born when the attacks happened, many other generations say they will never forget that day when terrorists flew planes into the World Trade Center towers, the Pentagon, and passengers diverted another attack by crashing a plane in western Pennsylvania.
8th grade athletes had a chance to meet with their coaches from high school, so they will be attending next year. They attended this special presentation in Rock Lake's Cafe Wednesday morning during homeroom. The coaches explained how much character is an important part of being involved in high school sports. They say it is just important as the students' athletic abilities. Rock Lake's front office staff says that they want to make sure that the lost and found collection does not grow too big. After 6 weeks of school, these items are currently being held at the front office. Receptionist Miss Foster says, if you're missing something, come see her.
If we don't do something and be proactive looking for the people that lost, this office gets completely full of lost and found items.
Rock Lake's pre-robotics classes held egg drops all this week. Students wrapped their eggs in boxes to see if they would survive the drop from the roof of the school. The purpose of the exercise was for students to learn how to follow instructions and experience trial and error, which are both important facets of building robots. This month, students, faculty, and staff at Rock Lake have a chance to show some love to their principal. Scholastic.com is having a contest to nominate your school's principal for national principal recognition. Just log on to scholastic.com, Principal Appreciation, and fill out the form and entries due by September 30th. And that wraps up our Raider Week in Review. Thanks for watching.
The Rock Lake Cafe staff works hard every day to bring you the best lunches. From salads to pizzas, they make sure everything is fresh. So enjoy a bite of the Rock Lake